Welcome to another Transformers Prime review. This time I'm looking at the first edition Deluxe class Bumblebee figure. Now I'm redoing this review mainly because my opinions about it have changed, and especially in recent events, considering the Prime toys. I initially believed that the RID version was going to be a superior figure, and more images and actual reviews of that figure came out, and that one is definitely a inferior figure. I'm still going to get it, so I'll do a comparison between the two. But my opinions of this haven't changed because of that. Vehicle mode, he's okay. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's it's very blocky, which I don't think of when I think of a Camaro sports car. I mostly think of slick lines, not just kind of blocks. This feels like a play school car, especially from the front. I do like the design overall. Don't get me wrong. I do think it's very neat, except for the stripes. I think the stripes would have been better if it was a straight down like movie Bumblebee. But yeah, his weapon storage is here on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and take that out. Very thin piece of plastic for the gun, and it's actually kind of difficult to peg into place on the feet here. And once they get on there, it pops off super easy. And you only get one gun. That is a kind of a disadvantage of this one. You only get one gun, but in the RID version you get two, so I guess it's kind of better that way, but that's about it. So, yep, got a engine here. Looks really nice. Semi-blue plastic all around for the windows. And excuse me, I just recorded Primecast last night and I'm still sick, so I'm feeling a little bit better, but so I am super congested. No license plate. It's obviously based off of Camaro though, but does take some liberties in the design just for copyright reasons, I guess. Alright, first thing I'm going to do to transform him. Well, first thing I'm going to pan up the camera a little bit. Lock it in place. I think I'm going to open the doors. At least attempt to. There we go. Actually, I'm going to break this whole thing down. Just break it. Rip it to shreds. And then open up the doors and then pop these little hinges off from the door. Go ahead and fold these panels in. Go underneath, take these little bits out, that will become his arms. Actually, I'm going to pull it up just a little bit more. Do that right there. Pull this little piece down. Finish the feet. Just pull out these pieces here. You'll see his knees, and then fold out the feet. I still hold my opinion that the feet and just overall legs are definitely the weakest part of this figure, because just especially with the rear wheel there, it looks very lazy to me. I think they could have made it look a little bit more slick, but that's just me. Go to the top here, separate this middle part. There we go. Rotate this piece around. Okay, there we go. And then rotate this other piece around. And this part is a little bit tricky. There's a tab right there that'll peg into a hole right there, and just because of the angles, it's a little bit tricky. And just, there's no real easy way to explain it. You just kind of have to do it right there. You have to get it just right angle, and then you can fold up this piece here, and then the shoulder pieces will kind of just rest on top of these little pegs there. Rotate the head around. Now he has some derp arms. And these little pieces here on the chest kind of fold out. I usually don't bother it because it's not executed very well, but yeah, you can kind of get a general idea what I'm trying to do there. arms are pretty cool. This piece flips up into the tire. Now you can do what the instructions say, kind of keep his arms like that, or you can go all prime style and bring his shoulders out, give him more of a bulkier look, which I think looks really cool. Like that. Do some fine tuning here. Now, I do think that this figure looks very nice. It's very accurate, except the doors. I wish the doors were able to come out from the middle of his back. It just would look a little bit more accurate that way. It just looks better. Instead, they come out from the sides, which looks a little bit odd. Which every Bumblebee figure since Canon Bumblebee has been doing that. So there you are. Here he is in robot mode, and I'll actually bring the camera down a little bit. Focus in on him. He does look very nice, especially the details on the face are very well done. The Autobot symbol it came like that from the package. It is kind of like scratched, so it wasn't anything I could do. You can see it right there. I'm going to use manual focus now because autofocus on my cameras with this particular lens is kind of noisy. So yeah, the detail on the face is really nice. As far as posability goes, he's okay, but a lot of parts come off very easily. He has a ball jointed head and lots of hinges at the shoulder. Although his shoulders do seem kind of loose, but it's nothing I can really knock against the figure because it is attached to the tire, so it's naturally going to be kind of loose. But it's not too bad. It's not just flopping around. He does have a waist articulation, and unlike some Prime figures, this one, the waist articulation actually does look kind of natural, as opposed to like Optimus or Starscream, where it looks like they're dying when you turn them at the waist. Ball jointed hip, very little knee movement. That's just because of my problem before. This is so bulky that it just really gets in the way. And if you really want to consider transformation, some foot articulation. So posability is okay. It could be a lot better, but I've definitely seen a lot worse. And he has these, and he falls over, and he has these pegs on his forearms that you can attach his weapon to on either arm. I just wish they would have sprung the extra couple pennies just to throw in another gun so you can have both of them, because I mean, come on, look at this thing. This thing is tiny and it's super thin. Like, here is a United States quarter. It's very, very small and very thin. I think it wouldn't have cost very much just to throw an extra one of these. I mean, it has 2 ports, so you almost kind of have to cheat to have him with both weapons, which is going to have to buy 2, which I'm not gonna. So this figure is still available, even though the first edition line was canceled for a US release. It is available for $10 or $11 at BigBadToyStore.com. Link is in the description. I do recommend picking that one up because the new one from Robots in Disguise looks pretty shitty to me. And I'm going to get it just for a review, but yeah, I'm definitely... my opinions of this particular figure have changed, and for the better, because I do think it's a lot better than I initially thought it would be, and I was a little harsh on it before. But it's not the best out of the first editions, but it's not nearly as bad as I first really made them out to be. So I definitely recommend, if you're interested in the Prime figures, go ahead and buy them as soon as you can. Big Bad Toy Store, link in the bottom. They apparently have a bunch of them, and they're super cheap right now. So go ahead, pick them up if you're interested in Prime figures. Until next time, thank you for watching.